But they opened up with the cage match between Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus. And I wrote, "This is the state of wrestling. The opening match is a girls' cage match." And again, I'm not going to give you a blow by blow or play by play on this match, but they wonder why nobody's scared of dangerous match stipulations anymore. Because the girls can survive inside the steel cage. So what about a guy like Solo? Do we have to put him in a steel cage of barbed wire and there's some kind of goddamn curare poisoning on all the points? If you get stuck, you'll instantly fucking croak or whatever. How do you see what I'm saying here?
I don't have a big problem with it in the sense that it's not like it's a Becky Lynch versus a woman the size of Solo. It's two women that are somewhat the same size beating the crap out of each other. So it's not like something that seems unrealistic, past the point of, the usual.
But I'm talking about it's a cage. Not even.
Well, this should have been their SummerSlam match, probably.
Well, but let's not even go by gender. What if you when you envision people fighting in a cage, okay, the UFC calls the octagon the cage now. In wrestling of days gone by, the cage match was cyclone fence or, fucking chicken wire or whatever. In movies, if people are fighting in a cage, you think, oh, the roaring crowd, and here's the blood and the sweat flying, and these people are in this dirty cage and they're throttling each other or whatever. If it's two 125-pound women bashing each other against this steel in an immaculate, spotless ring with well-lit, you can't have blood. You shouldn't have blood because it's the girls. But how dangerous is this? Taking gender out of it, as I was going to say a second ago, what if it was a guy that looked like Bix fighting a guy that looks like Wally Cox in a fucking cage? Right?
I didn't know you were going to go there.
And they come out of it without a scratch on them.
Oh.
What the fuck did then when fucking Sylvester Stallone and fucking goddamn Chuck Norris or whoever the fuck goes to goddamn cage, why should they sweat it? Bix and Wally were fine.
Well, again, that Bix and Wally may be the super heavyweight division. I don't know, but we're talking about these two women. If we're going with the idea that, and I know we're not, and this isn't reality, but if there were weight divisions, this would be like a steel cage in the 125-pound woman's division.
Oh, God damn it. I'm just saying, they kept it moving.
Hey, do you have any at all? Is there anything positive you see about the WWF style cages of the 80s and 90s? The blue cages?
No, I hated those fucking things. The ring crew hated them. The boys, everybody hated them. The only thing that's so Hogan and Bundy and guys that size could fucking climb them. Otherwise,
Big
they
Boss
fucking
Man
suck.
Hogan superplexed the Big Boss Man off the top of it.
Yes. But the problem with those things were they weighed a ton. They were steel bars close to an inch thick. And they weighed a ton. The ring crew hated carrying them around. The fucking boys hated running into them because they would split you wide open if you did it wrong. They had no give whatsoever. And it was just all visual for the big giants to climb. But when guys started doing shit, or trying to have Southern style cage matches where the heel would get flung face first into the cage, you couldn't fucking do it.
But I thought but again, with the caveat that I knew watching it too, like, oh my God, Jim's going to shit on not only that they started with a woman's match, but that it was a woman's cage match.
I don't mind them starting with the women's match and get it out of the way. No, I'm joking there, but no, it just, again, here's another thing. And I'm going to compliment them finally here. They kept it moving. Both girls can work. They did a nice bunch of stuff. A good match in itself. The concept of it is what I'm questioning here. But then also because it's WWE cage match, Becky hits her finish and Zoe comes into the cage and makes a save because, of course, you can have interference and run-ins in a cage match due to the goofy rules that Vince has always loved for these cage matches, where the door is open, the referee just standing there holding it, but it's not locked. People come and go.
My favorite is when people dramatically close it behind themselves, but you know it's not locked. They didn't close it and it didn't shut. It could open right back.
Yeah, it's like you're having an argument with somebody, you slam the fucking door in their face, right? It's like, well, I can't lock it because it's a fucking closet door or whatever. But anyway, so that happens, but then Becky beats up Zoe and then hits her finish on Trish off the top rope, and 1, 2, 3. It had to be 20 minutes. It wasn't more than 20 minutes. That's the only thing. Again, it was long. It was very long. And then Zoe got mad at Trish and laid her out. So apparently that was Trish's adieu. And Zoe has got the heat passed to her, but so she got laid out by Becky and then Trish, or Zoe.
I thought it was really good. I really liked this match. I got into it more than I thought I would. And I really, really liked it. I thought it was really, really good.
And again, I said they worked hard and they can work. And Trish is amazing to be. How old is she?
I think she was like 46, maybe last time we checked.
Whatever. You know, she was a fitness personality. So I assume she's always stayed in good shape. And
she had a yoga studio she opened up.
It does yoga. I'm sure she eats turnips and parsnips for dinner and things like that. But a very good match. The women's cage and the interference and the finish and the blah, blah, blah.
It's just seems like a pattern where I complain about the AEW women's division, and then like that week WWE does an event and the women's match, the main women's match, wins me over. It's multiple pay-per-views in a row now where Bianca and Io, Zelina had a big match that was really good.
Yeah.
Rhea Ripley stuff. It's like WWE's women's matches, that most of them that make it onto the main show that aren't comedy related are excellent matches. It's just everywhere else is the problem.
Well, we ain't made it to the one that kind of won me at this point, but